Yogis, we got to talk shoulders today. I'm really seeing a lot of misalignment lately in classes in regards to the shoulders. So it's a big topic. I'm just going to tackle one particular position that I'm noticing a lot of misalignment in. So if you understand the shoulder girdle, collarbones are connected to the arm bones, and the arm bones are connected to the shoulder blades. So when we move one, we move the other. So you can orient from the shoulder blade or the movement of the arm bone or even the collarbones, but depending on which shoulder position we're talking about, we are trying to align the shoulder girdle in a certain way. So what I'm noticing a lot lately is weird misalignments in the shoulders when the arms are in a T-shaped position. So if you're, let's say in Warrior 2 and the arms are like this, it's fairly straightforward. Sometimes the back arm in Warrior 2 will be sinking and collapsing. Sometimes there'll be a bit of tension, but generally it's a little more straightforward, right? Because you're upright, you're standing straight, you're not in a different orientation in terms of gravity. But the moment we take this position and apply it to other positions, other standing poses, I see a lot of crazy shoulder stuff going on. So when the arms are in this T shape, you've lifted them up, you've abducted them to a certain degree, and the shoulder blades have lifted just a little bit. They've started upward rotation. There's just a little bit of this. But generally what we want to happen is the collarbones to be widening and the shoulder blades to be gently widening and the arms at shoulder height, right? So straightforward in Warrior 2. But then when we take that to, let's say, a twist, like a lunge twist, or Vashisthasana, side plank, I see a lot of collapse and even precarious positioning. So what we want is to keep that optimal positioning of collarbones wide, shoulder blades widening, and the arm bones level at shoulder height. So what I tend to see, let me show you in a high lunge. So here we are taking a high lunge twist. I will often see rounding forward in the bottom arm and sinking into the bottom shoulder. You see that? Sinking and the shoulder rounding forward. So we literally want the exact opposite. There's two actions I want you to apply. First of all, roll the shoulder back. And this is because we're bearing weight, so we kind of sink and collapse if there's not awareness or understanding here. We want to roll the head of the arm bone back, and then because there's weight on that bottom arm, we want to lift out of the shoulder. So the widening, it's that widening of the shoulder blades. Okay, so I'll show you first the misalignment again, and then how to correct for it. So here I am once again in that high lunge, wrist under shoulder, so I'm aligning the joints. And then this is the rounded and collapsed version, right? I see a lot of that. Instead, roll that shoulder back, the front, the head of the arm bone goes back, and then I want to lift out of the shoulder. So there's really a push and a rebound up into the top arm. So now my shoulder blades are widening. I'll show you from the back. So instead of rounding, right, and sinking, I want to roll the shoulder back into joint, and then lift out of it. So I want these kinds of arms and shoulder blades, but applied to that, actual twist. The same would be true for side plank, Vashisthasana. So try that the next time you're in one of those poses where one arm's down and the other arm's up. Roll the shoulder head back, and then lift out of the shoulder so the shoulder blades are wide. Namaste. Happy shoulders. Maybe this will become a little bit of a series on shoulders because this is just one position. There's lots of other positions we can talk about the shoulders. Namaste, yogis.